So from the MGM Grand of Las Vegas, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
The 2010 was one of the greatest eras in modern boxing history. An era filled with undefeated legends, 8 division champions, knockout artists, and fighters who changed the sport forever. From sold-out arenas in Las Vegas to brutal wars watched by millions around the world, these fighters didn't just win. They dominated an entire decade, but only 5 names stand above the rest. This is the story of the top 5 boxers of the decade. Andre Ward was never the loudest fighter. He didn't chase social media fame. He didn't rely on flashy knockouts. But inside the ring, he was a genius. Ward shocked the boxing world by winning the brutal Super 6 tournament, defeating elite champions one after another: Carl Froch, Mikkel Kessler, Arthur Abraham, and then came his biggest challenge, Sergey Kovalev, a monster puncher feared by the entire division. Many believed Ward was too small, too weak, too old. But once again, Andre Ward proved everyone wrong. He retired undefeated, 32 wins, 0 losses, one of the smartest fighters boxing has ever seen. Some fighters win titles. Alexander Usyk conquered divisions. The Ukrainian southpaw entered the professional scene with Olympic gold already around his neck. But what happened next was historic. Usyk dominated the cruiserweight division so completely. He became the undisputed champion, traveling into enemy territory and beating champions in their own countries. Then he moved to heavyweight. Most people doubted him. They said he was too small. But Usyk wasn't built like normal fighters. His movement, his IQ, his stamina made him nearly impossible to beat. By the end of the decade, Alexander Usyk had already secured his place among boxing's elite. Pressure creates diamonds, and boxing created Canelo Alvarez. He turned professional at just 15 years old, but during the 2000s and 10s, he evolved into boxing's biggest superstar. Canelo fought everyone: Miguel Cotto, Gennady Golovkin, Daniel Jacobs, Sergey Kovalev. Win or lose, he never avoided challenges. Inside the ring, Canelo combined brutal power with elite counterpunching. One mistake, and the fight could end instantly. Millions watched him. Millions doubted him. But year after year, Canelo kept proving he belonged at the top, not just as a champion, but as the face of boxing. No fighter inspired a nation like Manny Pacquiao. From poverty in the Philippines to global superstardom, Pacquiao's story feels almost unreal. He fought with speed, violence, and relentless aggression. At his peak, he looked unstoppable, an 8-division world champion, a once-in-a-generation athlete. Pacquiao defeated legends across multiple eras: Oscar De La Hoya, Miguel Cotto, Shane Mosley, Keith Thurman, and even in his 40s. He was still competing against the world's best. Every time Pacquiao entered the ring, it felt bigger than boxing. He wasn't just fighting for himself, he was fighting for an entire country. Love him or hate him. Floyd Mayweather ruled the decade. Nobody solved him. Not Manny Pacquiao, not Canelo Alvarez, not Marcos Maidana, nobody. Mayweather transformed boxing into a global business empire. Every fight became an event. Every press conference, a spectacle. But behind the trash talk was perfection. His defense, his timing, his ring IQ. It was on another level. While other fighters went to war, Floyd made boxing look easy. 50 wins, 0 losses, an undefeated career in the toughest sport on earth. And whether fans cheered him or prayed to see him lose, everyone watched, because deep down, they knew they were witnessing greatness. The 2000s and 10s gave us unforgettable moments, legendary rivalries, historic knockouts, and fighters who pushed the limits of greatness. But debates will always continue. Who truly ruled the decade? Was it the undefeated master, the people's champion, or the new generation of kings? One thing is certain: boxing will never forget these names. Who do you think was the boxer of the decade? Comment your top 5 below. And if you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe for more boxing content.
Yeah, that was not a low blow, that was on the belt line.